If you just jumped on here, folks, I'm just really quickly want to talk about what stage you're at, how do we progress that forward, and how do we get you to getting amazing results in the gym. My name is Patrick, and I am one of the owners of Hybrid Fitness, and I just want to go through a quick few things that is maybe going to help you get unstuck and help you progress into losing that weight again. So, first off and foremost, what do we do? So essentially what we do is we help busy professionals get in shape, stay in shape, find more time to spend with their loved ones without spending endless hours in the gym. And I know that that may seem like it's impossible, but it's not. Okay, a lot of the time it comes down to structure, and a lot of the time it comes down to eating whole, beautiful, nutritious foods like we see in the photo above. Also, still being able to have a social life with other people, because at the end of the day, no one wants to spend endless hours in the gym without seeing results, and some of the amazing results that we've got, down the bottom here. And the community and team spirit that we have at Hybrid is second to none. I think that's what helps people progress so much. Now, why are you here? There only is a few reasons why that is. You're not losing weight and you need help. Okay, so you're stuck, you don't know what you're doing, you're chasing too many goals, you don't know what is the next step. You're looking to lose weight, but you don't know where to start. So like we just said, you're maybe stuck in a rut, or you're that person who maybe wants to lose a little bit, but you don't know what to do. You're listening to friends, you're listening to media, they're telling you to do one thing, friends telling you to do another. It can get really confusing. And then the other thing is you're just being nosy. You just want to know if there's any secret tips that I'm going to give away. And hopefully there is some golden nuggets in there for you too as well. So very simple, we're going to look at this very logically. Have you stopped losing weight? If the answer is no, then all you're going to do is you're going to keep doing what you're doing. So regardless of your approach, whether you're exercising, whether you've got a good diet, whether you're doing both, whatever it is, if you're getting results, then again, you don't need to do anything. Now, the issue will come at some point when you plateau, so I would advise just to keep following through just on this short video. Now, again, if you're still doing that, you're in a calorie deficit, you're losing weight. So we know exactly what it is to give people results. So if you have stopped losing weight, this is where the issues have come. We want you to ask yourself this very simple question. Have you been tracking your food? Have you been using MyFitnessPal? Have you been using scales? Have you been using different apps? Whatever it is, to keep an eye on exactly what you're eating. And the reason why we do that is because we want to make you aware of the foods that you're actually eating. If you're not, then what's more than likely going to happen is you're going to overconsume on foods, and then you're not actually going to lose weight. So if you haven't been tracking your food, then all I want you to do is start tracking your food using some of the apps like some MyFitnessPal, where you can use a barcode scanner, have a general idea of what you're taking in. When you adjust it, more than likely, you're going to put yourself in a caloric deficit and you're going to start losing weight. Okay. So if you have been tracking food, you've stopped losing weight, you have been tracking, can you actually exercise more? Because at some point you are going to hit a plateau. If you're only training 2-3 times per week and you've been tracking your food and everything's good, then what's likely going to happen is we're going to need to get you to move more, okay, or eat less, which is another thing. But the very last thing I'd like to do is try and get someone to, move a little bit more rather than eat a little bit less. Okay, so if you can train a little bit more, great, try that. And then what's going to happen is, more than likely, based on your plateau, as soon as you start doing something a little bit different, you're going to be in that calorie deficit. Okay, so you're going to start losing weight again. So sometimes it's just not feasible. You're a busy professional like we deal with every single day, and you cannot train anymore. Then what we're going to do is we're going to need to adjust your diet, and we're going to get you to eat just a little bit less. Okay, and that will all come down to obviously you tracking your food and knowing where you're at. Once you do that, again, you're going to be in a calorie deficit. So ask yourself those questions. Everything should be answered there for you if you're not getting results. Okay. Now, what I categorize people into is 3 stages. Okay, so stage 1, infancy, little babies, and what that is for me and you is people with little or no gym experience. They don't really have any culinary skills. They don't know where to start in terms of their health and fitness goals. They just know that they want to lose weight and stuff as well. Okay, then we have our stage 2s. Okay, so they have knowledge of food. Okay, they probably followed food plans in the past. Okay, they know what they should and shouldn't be eating. They've been to the gym before, they've maybe been to classes, they've maybe done some weights or used some machines, and they've just maybe had a plateau, or they're just lacking motivation at this time of the year. So if that's the case, they've more than likely had success in the past as well, and they may just come back on that sort of path. And then we've got our stage threes. These people are the ones who are loving life. Okay, so fitness to them is enjoyable. It's not a chore. They love what they do and they enjoy what they do. They know what foods they can eat. They understand exercise and nutrition. They, are very, very flexible in their approach. They can, put in some takeaways or chocolate and know that they can scale it back on other days. And then what they can do is, if they're not feeling the best or they know they're going to go on holiday, they can adjust it just to suit their needs. And again, these people have a really, really good social life and still manage to stay in shape. And that's where we would like to get you guys to stage 3. Okay. Now, the whole concept that I just want you to get across is that even though if you are at stage 3 and you are quite advanced, do not forget the beginner steps, because this is what happens. We get ahead of ourselves and sometimes we forget the stuff that got us there. And a lot of the time it's understanding what we should and shouldn't be eating, reining it in a little bit, having a little bit more discipline, and then obviously putting the work in. Now, the people who are at stage 1, what they need to do moving forward. So categorize yourself into each one of these, and then here's what you're going to do going forward. So now you have something that's really, really going to get you to get off your ass and show you what the next step is. Okay, so you need to clean up your diet. Okay, so we want to start off maybe reducing the processed foods. If you're having takeaways 3-4 times a week, maybe reduce that down to 1 or 2. Okay, if you're eating lots of cakes, buns, sweets, lots of processed stuff, like, liquid calories from caffeine and, frappuccinos from Starbucks, whatever it is, try and reduce those down. Okay, so very, very simple. Just looking at your portion size, trying to adjust it. The other thing you can do is you can introduce calorie swaps. So we can swap out some meals, or we can swap out some foods or sauces, whatever it is, for stuff that are lower calorie. So it doesn't feel like you're missing out a huge amount, but again, it's going to help you lose weight in that onset, and it's very, very easy to do. You still get to have, the bulk of the meals that you enjoy to eat. And then a lot of the time you want to do the bare minimum. You just want to get yourself moving, cleaning up your diet, and that's 10 times out of 10 probably going to get the ball rolling, get you, losing some weight. Okay. The other thing is you want to try and learn how to exercise. You want to know what the right exercises are for you, the ones that are tailor-made to you. And then if you want to get results really, really quickly and you want to learn how to do that, then I advise you to go and get help with a fitness professional. Okay. Now, if you're at stage 2, here's what I want you to do. Okay. You need to be motivated and pushed. So more than likely, a plan in place is going to be very, very important for you. Giving yourself a deadline, giving yourself a goal is very, very important if you're at stage 2, because it gives you the opportunity to get the head down. You know what you have to do, and it's just working towards that goal and being pushed towards it. Okay. The other thing is, if you are a little bit demotivated or you've hit a plateau, you may want to start mixing things up. You may want to change your routine. You may want to introduce some things, maybe learn a new skill. And the same thing as it says there, seek a little bit of help. If you want to learn something new, you still want to make progress, obviously ask a fitness professional or a health professional, because I guarantee it will cost you less on the long term. Okay. And then the other thing is, listen, get off your high horse. So whatever's worked for you in the past has been awesome, but sometimes you need to take a logical approach and say, well, do you know what? It's not working now. I'm not going to hold on to that. I'm going to make some changes. And again, hopefully I'm moving down that path again. And then for you stage 3 guys, basically you have earned the right to be flexible. You've went through stage 1, stage 2, you've learned about exercise, you've educated yourselves, and you've been around, the game enough to know what is right, what is wrong, what you need to do. Okay. And these are what I call our lifestyle douchebags. So I'm not just trying to have a dig. These are the people who love and breathe exercise, fitness, nutrition. They go on, active holidays and those sort of things, because they enjoy the freedom, the movement, and, everything that goes with obviously being in shape. And they can control themselves. Their cravings aren't that bad. They can eat foods they like and stop without going overboard and binging. And to them, it's not stressful. Exercise is a release for these people. So again, very, very simple. What you're going to do is you're going to begin your journey. So regardless of whether you're at stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, you have those basic logical steps that get you started. Okay. Now do the minimum effective dose. So just do the minimum amount of work you need to do to try and make progress. And then how we do that, we assess it on a weekly basis. So cut out the shit, tidy the diet up. Okay. Now at some point, what's going to happen is you're going to come to a bump in the road. You're going to hit a plateau. Now, if that happens, you're going to start doing these things. You're going to start assessing. You're going to start, tracking your food. You're going to maybe start exercising more, increasing your steps, or adjusting your food intake. Okay. And more than likely, once you start making changes, you're going to be on that plain sailing. You're going to start making, some good progress again. Okay. Now, like everything, so all good things have to come to an end, and you're probably going to head in to another bump in the road, another plateau. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look even further into what you should be doing. And again, maybe starting to use advanced techniques like carb cycling and all these things that some of the pros and some of the people who are in amazing shape are doing. But these are not things that you should be implementing straight away if you're stage 1. And sometimes not if you're even stage 2. Okay. And once you do that, your progress should continue. And it's going to be a never-ending cycle of doing these things. Okay. Now, that's it. I just wanted to square that up. Okay. Now, if you are out there and you are stuck and you want to know that next logical step and you want a plan fleshed out exactly for you, just what we talked about there, and you're some of these, busy professionals, maybe you're a busy mom and dad and you're struggling for time, you want to lose body fat and you want to spend more time with family without, spending endless hours in the gym, then what I want to do is, join our team. Send us a message. We can have a chat with you. We can see if we can get you on the right path. And more than likely, by you taking action and us putting that plan together, you want to get results. So thank you very much, folks, for listening. Hopefully you got value from it. If you did, again, please send me a thumbs up, even just have a conversation. I would love to help you guys. Speak soon.